So babe, how's it going now that you live with me?
It was just chaos. She was right.
Do you plan on getting married to me in the future?
Do you guys think that she could just like call me her husband?
Hello everyone, welcome back. Today's video is going to be a Q&A life update with me and Ross here.
What's up everyone?
Yeah, and
I missed you.
It's been a while since you've been on camera. But as you guys can see that we are in a different spot right now. We're actually filming at the Bunches headquarters here in Nashville, which is so much fun. I've talked to you guys a few times already about Bunches, but it's an app where I get to talk to you guys on a more personal level. It's just a great community that we're building over there. So I'm gonna have the link to Bunches in the description box down below for you. And right now it's only available for iPhone users, but soon it's gonna be available on web and then eventually Android. So don't worry, it's coming, but come join over there. We're talking all about relationships, mom life, beauty, makeup launches. I do giveaways over there. So I would love to have you guys join me over on Bunches. But now let's go ahead and get into our Q&A of our little life update, which I'm sure we got so many questions.
Thank you everyone for your questions.
Yeah.
I miss you.
Yeah, I miss having you filming with me.
I miss you too, babe.
I love you. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and go into question number 1. This is from Jenna. She asked, is Pan and Unicorn coming back?
What's up, Jenna? Thanks for the question. I know that Madison gets requests almost every day for the podcast to come back. So I will say I'm sorry.
We had a lot of like different transitions going on, and it just, having a podcast, I don't think people realize how much time goes into it, and you did not realize it, and I told you.
So in fairness to Madison, she told me before we started, babe, you have no idea what you're getting into, you have no idea how much time it's gonna take, you have no much work it is, and I said, well, I'm not gonna really know unless we try it, so let's try and see. And she was right. It's an insane amount of work. It's a lot of time. It just makes it really.
You have a lot on your plate. You've got work. You have our home life with my girls. You have our home life with your kids, and it's just a lot. So we are planning on. I would love to bring it back in the future. We don't know when. It'll just be when life kind of settles and gets a little bit easier, and if we have more time on our hands.
We're gonna try to do some more Q&A, some more updates. Maybe we'll just do a random one, maybe like just from the house or something.
Yeah, and like where you guys can ask us questions and stuff, like blending families, where we can still be helpful for you guys. But yeah, right now we're just gonna be on pause for a while. But thank you for asking the question. I wanted to address that one first because I get asked every day about it. I'm like, ah. So anyways, going into question number 2. How is it going now that you live together? So babe, how's it going now that you live with me? How are you liking it?
It's great.
Yeah.
It was really difficult for me living in 2 places, just being brutally honest. So I had my apartment.
And you weren't close. I mean, you were like, what, 20 minutes away from me?
Yeah, I mean, yes. But for anybody out there that has an apartment and has kids living with you, and then living, and spending time with Madison and the girls, it was really, really difficult. It was just, I know you guys are going to make fun of me, but it's like, I would not know where my computer was. I would forget where I had clothes. At one point, I just had no underwear in my apartment anymore. It was all at Madison's. Like, I was doing laundry, at my apartment, and then
not even having time to clean or do laundry at your apartment.
And then I have my kids, Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, and so
you never had food.
Like Madison would be like, on a Monday, it would be like, can you go to the grocery store? Like, great. And then I'd go to the grocery store for Madison's house and the girls and get stuff. And then I was like, oh shit, I didn't even get groceries for my place. So then I gotta go get groceries for my kids and then lunches for my kids for school. So it was just chaos. And it also wasn't consistent. Back and forth and back and forth. And so it was just adding more stress to my life that already is extremely stressful. And anybody that's gone through a divorce knows those first couple years are just rough. And so I would say that whole point of it is great. I was really looking forward to just having stability in one place. Now,
and I help him out. I do all the laundry. I do a lot of the grocery shopping. Everything is always done, so it eases things up.
Yeah, so the next part about it is Madison has a little bit of OCD,
Yes.
And she is very cleanly, which is great. I was not as cleanly.
No.
And so she's amazing, you know.
Yeah.
The fridge is organized. There's always food. Does the laundry. Place is clean. She's done a great job when my kids are there. So there's that added benefit of having a partner and having a place that's clean and
You have a house
organized.
manager now.
It's organized.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
well organized.
I'm super organized. So yeah, I think things are definitely going well. It definitely was an adjustment.
I think Madison did a really, really good job. She likes kind of quiet. She likes peace. She likes things in order. And bringing me and the kids into the house just destroyed all of that. And I thought it would take like 3 or 4 months and like a bunch of fights and kind of her crying and going through some, you know, like I can't take it anymore moments. But she's done a good job. She adjusted pretty quickly. And yeah, it's definitely, you know, and again, you know, it's communication, right? You guys have listened to the podcast. We've talked about communicating a million times on there. And for the people out there that are going through this process of moving in, moving kids in, you know, just continue to communicate because it's a big adjustment for everybody. You know, and even for me, I had my own place. So at any point, I could go to my own apartment. I could have my own space. I could have my own night off. I could, you know, put my kids to bed and have my own space. And now, you know, we're together. So I think it's just about communicating it through. But overall, Madison's done a good job. It's not easy. And most importantly, my kids are happy. And she's made them feel, you know, good about it.
That kind of like segues us into the next one.
Yeah, you like how I did that?
You did it very well, babe. But this one's from Brittany Davis, and she asked, how is everyone / the kids adjusting to Ross moving in with you? So we kind of talked a little bit about our adjustment, but with the kids and stuff, with Max and Bo, it has been really, really good for them, to be honest. Like, I feel like they are so happy because it's like a very, you know, them coming to my house, it's very home. You know, we've got the toys, we have the park right behind my house, which they love. They love playing with Riley and Kinsley. Like, Max and Riley right now are like becoming 2 little peas in a pod, and Max is really like taken the role of like big sister really well. And she's been teaching Riley a lot of great things, and really like Max is so smart. She's so smart, and the way she speaks, she's very articulate. Like if you spoke, she's 5, almost 6, but she's like an 9-year-old level of speech, and it's really helped Riley because Riley's like, you know, she's modeling that for Riley. Riley's seeing that, so it's been very beneficial for all the kids. It
was tough in the beginning. Someone asked a question about like sleeping, and I think
sleeping,
so we got Bo and Max have bunk beds. So if you guys haven't seen any of Madison's videos, but her girls have bunk beds upstairs, my kids are downstairs, and they have bunk beds. So Madison did a really good job of kind of like emphasizing like it's their space. And so I took my kids to Target. They got to pick out their own like bedding and sheets and pillows and theme that they wanted. Max, that was Madison's idea. Max went with unicorn.
Yeah, Bo has Minecraft.
Bo went with Minecraft. The kids have been adjusting well, and the sleep was definitely a little difficult in the beginning.
In the beginning, you would sleep down there with
I slept
Max.
downstairs. Like I my whole thing with kind of parenting, and I think I discussed this in one of our episodes, is about progression. It's the same thing the way I coach. It's like, was just going through a progression with my kids, which I knew first time, all right, that's gonna be the hardest. Second, hard, then third, just gonna get easier. So the first night I slept in bed with Max and a whole night. Then Bo came over, and I think I slept in bed or down underneath him for a couple times, and then I'd stay in the room for a little bit, and then I went upstairs. And then now we've done it enough where I put them to bed and I go upstairs with Madison, sleep the whole night, and they're good with it. Bo and Max are downstairs and we're upstairs in a different corner of the house, and so there's a little bit of that distance, and being so far away was just a little bit, hey, what if I need you in the middle of the night type thing, and where do I go and how do I find you? And so I think that's natural for all kids.
It definitely was an adjustment, but I think it's all going pretty well right now. Now we have a question from @Katie Liotto. She asked, when is the engagement? When is the engagement?
Have you ever asked me that?
No.
Yeah, right.
No.
Tell the audience the truth.
Well, I never asked. Well, I have asked you. When do you plan on engaging or asking me the question?
What
I'm
else?
so nervous.
What else have you asked?
What else?
You've asked how.
Oh yeah, how you would do it? How would you do it?
So she does ask me, when are we getting engaged? How are you gonna ask me? Don't lie.
You love making me uncomfortable, don't you?
So she's playing with her watch.
Stop.
So, all right, audience out there, if and when I do decide to,
If and when,
Yeah.
thanks.
if and when it happens, how do you guys think I should propose? Give me some ideas. What do you think would be a very romantic, cool way to get engaged? You guys know Madison probably better than I know Madison. A lot of you guys have known Madison for way more years than I have.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you guys think? What would be a cool way to get engaged?
Have you ever thought about it?
Yeah, I sent, so Madison asked me, so like, how are you getting engaged? And have you thought about it? So proposing. So I Googled, like, what best ways to get engaged or propose, and it had like the 12 best ways to get engaged, and then I sent her the link. So then she knew I was looking it up.
No, God. Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see. Give them some ideas in the comments down below if you decide.
Oh, she doesn't like that if.
Yeah.
I meant when.
Uh-huh. All right, so the last one that we're going to answer right here is kind of like the same thing with the engagement and the proposal, and this is from @Jessie, and she says, she asks, do you plan on getting married in the future? Do you plan on getting married to me in the future?
How many times do you ask me that?
I'm asking you right now.
Tell the
I'm
audience.
asking him right now, do you plan on it? Well, you said if, so do you plan on it? He's in the hot seat right now.
So, Madison asks me regularly.
Yeah, if you plan on it. I mean, I know not anytime soon, but.
So I think, in a seriousness, when I got divorced or went through divorce, I didn't think obviously I'd meet Madison. I didn't think I'd fall in love so quick. I wasn't sure what my future was regarding marriage. But now we're together and we're happy, and I don't think anytime soon, but I do think we'll get married. And I think it'll be good for us, good for the kids, good for stability, good for everything. So I think in it like a more serious tone, I think yes, if we're still together and then yeah, the future would be that someday we'll get married. Question for the audience.
Yeah.
Where should we get married? What would be a cool place to get married? So Madison asked me like, well, where would you want to get married? Where would be cool? No matter what I say, she's gonna be like, that's stupid.
No,
I'm not doing that.
No.
Where do you want to get married?
No, honestly, well, going back to it, I never thought I would ever get married again, to be honest. Like, marriage was very tainted for me from my last one. Just like the values of it and everything. I was just like, that was really tough. But I think honestly, the more and more and more I fall in love with you, and like how honestly traditional I am too, that's why I would consider marriage in the future. And also because I hate being 33 and saying, oh, my boyfriend.
Do you guys think that she could just like call me her husband if we weren't
No,
legally
he won't get
married?
that title unless he's married to me. You don't get that title unless
No
you're
title.
married. No title.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't get that.
Can I
title.
call you my wife?
No, and I've told you this so many times because he already does it. He does it with everyone, and I get mad. I'm like, no, I'm the girlfriend. You don't get that title until you actually propose.
And I told her I'm not doing a wedding if I don't get to see her walk down the aisle in a white dress.
Yeah, so
So
we're
we
in
gotta
that.
do something.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
give us ideas, or give this guy ideas of where.
Why isn't that giving you an idea as well?
Because I don't think I'm gonna.
I'm not the person that's gonna plan or choose where everything happens with our wedding. We know that.
Yeah, you'll have a big say in it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
You guys
not- I'm
remember
not
that.
Like that. I'm not like that. I'm very easygoing with that stuff. I am. I'm
Okay.
very easygoing.
All right. So
Yeah. All right, so those are our 5 questions that we
Yeah.
wanted to answer for this Q&A life update. We hope that we clarified some things with you guys. I know a lot of people have been asking questions because you haven't really been in my content in a while because you've been so busy and you've been traveling and stuff.
So I apologize about the podcast. We'll try and do some more of this moving forward. We've got a million things that we would love to talk about.
Yeah.
Want to thank Nash Vegas for hosting us.
Yeah. This has been fun. Thank you to Bunches for having us here.
Thanks, Bunches.
You guys check out the app link down below and give the video a thumbs up. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Or I will see you in the next one.
I'll be on here soon.
Yes.
Love you.
All right, love you guys. Bye.
Bye.